$25,000 for a facelift, and I didn't. There was no promissory note, nothing discussed.
But wait! There's more!
Then, a day or two later, he sends me a promissory note. I was freaking livid.
What the fuck did you just say?
How did he not hear it? Has that ever occurred to you?
I haven't really thought about it, Jeff. I'm sorry, I've never thought about that. It made me feel used.
Well, it's Brian Keefe, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Orange County. I have definitely fell off, and I apologize for falling off. But as most of you guys know, that I was under the weather for at least like a week and a half. I'm just coming out. I feel much better. Like I said, I fell off. I can admit that. But you know, I have been watching the episodes. You know, I'm definitely keeping track. I'm just going to sum it up as Tamara's to blame, right? I think we can all collectively agree that Tamara's to blame. But I have some questions for Shannon, for Alexis, Jen's husband. There's some things we're gonna have to talk about. Heather, but y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
So like I said, I have recently just feel much better. I was under the weather for a minute, but now I'm back with the jump off. I survived.
I'm a survivor! What?
But you know, I had a great day yesterday. I got off work early and go with my friends. We went down to DC. Y'all know I always go to DC probably like at least like 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times a month. I mean, when you're over here, you know, thriving socialite, you have to do what you gotta do. But yeah, I had a great time with my girls, and yeah. I want to first talk about Tamara, Jen, and Jen's husband. So there's a little bit of beef going on with, you know, Tamara and Jen's husband. So Tamara and Jen, they established that everything is cool, you know, woo, 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 we're all good. But, you know, I'm gonna give y'all the cliff notes. Jen's husband feels a way about Eddie.
You've never talked about Eddie as a businessman. Yeah, you did. What did you say? He said that the people came up to you at our gym and talked.
Jen goes to Eddie's gym. They've been friends, woo, woo, woo. But, you know, they were at a dinner hosted by Miss Katie. We finally saw Katie's husband. You know, I really love Katie's involvement in her, you know, inclusion and adding onto the show. Shout out to her. But I feel like words were exchanged, questions about Tamara. And Tamara didn't like the fact that he questioned her. And it spiraled to this whole thing where Eddie's getting upset. Like, first of all, I thought these niggas I thought they were about to over here go to blows.
You and I have a problem. So you
no,
wait,
because
you never brought it up to me?
You are not a threat to me. And I guarantee you would never have my wife.
Because he was like, I'm not about to shake his hand. I'm not about to talk to him. He got all this stuff to say about me. Blah, 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 blah. And my whole thing is Jen and Tamara, at the end of the day, they both be cool. But Tamara, you're over here trying to argue with this man. And Eddie's, he's over here just chilling. He let his wife talk. And Jen is just like, girl, like at the end of the day, you calling her husband an ex-con. People, the lawyers are after him. The government's after him. He's a scammer. He's this and that. And he might be all of those things, right? But
well, nobody's speaking about
How's
that.
the FBI getting for you?
Stop.
FBI? Yeah,
Stop.
Who knows?
my whole thing is like when he starts coming at you, now you want to get up and walk away. Oh, I don't want to do this, that, and the third. Like what he should have did was, no shade to Tamara, but let's talk about the son. Let's talk about the daughter. You know? Like if you want to talk, we can really talk. If you want to throw it in my face, let's throw it back in your face. Right? Because I feel like a lot of people, y'all don't know how to push people off y'all. And, you know, people going to talk. People going to say what they got to say. People going to have their own opinion of you, which is fine. If you open the door for opinion, I'm going to rescind that to you. Right?
Where's my purse? Give me my purse. I'm done. I'm done.
Alexis Bellino. Alexis this whole time has been saying, oh, I have not been involved with my ex-husband in this lawsuit. I was not involved. I was not involved.
For the flowers, but I am not interested in any olive branch. You know what? I've tried it all, girls.
So, you know, Katie and Jen went over to Alexis' house, and, you know, Shannon has been going through it. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm tired of Shannon crying, but I just want Shannon to stand into this, not wanting to be the victim, which I get it. But, you know, They go over to Alexis' house. They're talking to her about the whole situation. Alexis is throwing them out the house, saying, "Oh, how can you say that?" She's getting upset because one, she didn't get invited to the event. They told her, you know, being that Shannon's going, you're not going. She's upset about that. And then she's trying to flip it like, "I'm just done. I do not want to do this anymore. The camera time, I cannot."
It's unbelievable. I don't want you to be done. I'm done. Okay.
But my whole thing with Alexis is the fact that you're so drained and you're taking on the emotions of John. And I don't feel like he's even this pressed over the situation, but you're getting so involved with this man's court case with Shannon, and you only been dating here for a couple of months. It seems kind of hyper obsessive and weird on both fronts.
John said 70. She said sure, but you have to have a muzzle on. We're not putting a muzzle on, John. Not gonna happen.
Because why is, and then you leak the story to people and you say you did it, but then it comes out that you did, and it just seems like Alexis is a big ass liar, allegedly. And I do feel for Shannon. You know, Shannon, she showed us the, you know, back in Sonoma, she showed Heather the picture of her face saying that he didn't know, and this sparks up this episode.
You want to talk about it? Do I like to talk about it? Absolutely not. No.
Shannon, I feel like you're either trying to tiptoe and still protect this man's image and or publicly, and or
you might be a motherfucking liar.
And I don't want to say that, Shannon, because I do like you and I do feel for you, but you might be motherfucking lying. Let's just say, let's say she not. But girl, you told us back in that episode there was no promissory note. There was nothing like that. I have never seen any promissory note. He have never told me, blah, blah, blah. I don't owe him for my facelift. All those things. Cool, girl. I don't fucking know. So I'm just going to take your word, girl. I'm going to take your word. But now, because I'm over here defending her, and if this is a lie, I'm looking like a fucking idiot. But so now they over here at this nice dinner. They're over here out. No Alexis. I mean, that's one, you know, plus. So shit sits up here and talking about, well, you know, they ask him like, well, you know, he came out with the story. They're like, girl, what's going on? I heard he came out with the story, but so Tamara has questions for Shannon, and she's like, girl, what's going on? Because he's basically saying this, that, and the third. Like, you know, you're looking crazy out here. Like, did he owe you? Did you owe him anything or whatever? Like, what is going on? And I feel like this could have been our producer push because maybe they found more information.
She 100% knows these are loans.
We have evidence.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
I have proof of that. Shannon sent me an email admitting that it's a loan. So
because Shannon went on to Jeff Lewis's messy ass radio show, and she had her attorney, everything, you know, she has to be very mindful of what she's saying. So she's on the show, and then Jeff asked the question, did John know you were in an accident? How did he not hear it? She's like, I don't know, you know, I can't say he didn't hear it or not, you know. I have two thoughts about that. One, she doesn't know for a fact that he heard it. She just knows in her head that he saw that fucking picture. So the caveat to that is, I know I sent him this picture, but 100% do I know that he heard it? I don't know.
You just went on Jeff Lewis' show and talked about it for an hour. I have absolutely the right to say that what is getting put out there about me is wrong.
So I think that's why she said that. However, when Heather's like, okay, so you said this, but you go on the radio show and say something else, I understand why Heather is kind of, you know, defensive in a way, because it's just like, you show me this, but you go on a podcast to basically try to water it down that he did or didn't is up in the air.
how did he not hear it? Has that ever occurred to you?
I haven't really thought about it, Jeff. And you go, oh, I don't know, I've never thought about that.
I think what Heather was basically saying, like, it could be defamation of character. It could be, and you already know this man's already like, he's already pushing P. Pencil to sue this bitch. So it's like, why would she go on the radio show with Jeff Lewis's messy ass and keep defaming or, you know, the alleged defaming this man? So I feel like she tried to play the safe route. Cool. But I feel like at some point, isn't being on the show and you're talking about your experience with this man, isn't it like the same thing, Shannon? Who knows? So they ask her, you know, he's pursuing with this lawsuit. You know, you have been through a rough time, Shannon. Like, did he give you any type of promise or no? Is there anything, have you ever received any type of thing saying you owe him money? Shannon's like, no, I never received anything. I never, one time there was something like that. One time I've never received, and they're like, whoa. Let's rewind that back. One time?
There was no promissory note. A day or two later, he sends me a promissory note. I was freaking livid.
Sent you a promissory note?
Yes.
Girl, what are you talking about? Because when I was watching it, when she said that was one time that was like some type of written, I had to sit the fuck up because I said, I'm drinking my wine. I said, Shannon, what the fuck you just say, bitch? You told us back in the episode that there was no motherfucking promissory note. I'm gonna find that motherfucking clip here, Shannon.
There was no promissory note, nothing discussed prior.
Because you about to piss me off. Like, Shannon, I've been riding for you, bitch. But you sitting up here, you told us there was no motherfucking promissory note. But now you said there was one time. And then when Emily tried to, you know, figure it out and make sure you aren't messing up your words or mincing your words, she said, okay, was there anything written? You said one time. So to me, maybe you do owe him that $75,000. Tamara chimes in and Tamara's like, I know that she owes him because she told me verbatim from her mouth.
That's the first time I've heard that. Maybe the money was a loan? I don't know. I know for a fact that Shannon borrowed that money.
Tamara, I mean, at this point, you are the girl that cried wolf, so I really don't believe nothing you say. So, next. So, Heather already said what she said, and like when Heather brought it up, that's when Shannon's like, I can't believe you. You're doing this right now? How dare you? How dare you bring this up right now?
Yeah.
You showed me a very disturbing picture of you.
The fact that you're bringing this up right now,
and Heather just like, I feel used. I feel like you're using me and you use me in the moment to, you know, have this on camera, have this, you know, be on the show, have this be, you know, the perception that we have of him, of the situation. And like I said, Shannon, you wanted to not bring up what the real situation was on the radio show, but on this show, you have the perception of John, and what you said to Heather, it just doesn't add up to me. So I feel like Shannon, you should have went on that radio show and said, yeah, he saw I sent him this picture. Look at the picture. Boom. Yes, it would have been shocking. Yes, the picture is like physically like, oh my God, like girl, crazy. But you drove your car into someone's house. No shit. So Shannon has enough of Tamara, and she gets up and walks away.
You're not the victim, Shannon.
yeah, you know what? I'm a fucking asshole.
So Shannon's like,
You all see the truth.
she didn't say that, but she's just like, oh my God, you know, at the end, I'm done with this, and they're like, girl, don't get up and leave, stop, and it is kind of irritating. It is kind of irritating when someone constantly gets up and leave and wants to escape the situation, but at some point it's a same thing going on. So girl, I ain't got time. So she's talking to Tamara. Tamara's over here laughing, and I just got something for Tamara. I'm just like, you want to be the villain so bad. You want to be the villain so bad, but when people call you the villain, you don't want to own it. Girl, just own it. Just say, like, you know what? At the end of the day, I want to belittle Shannon so bad. I want to take her down. We used to be friends, but I want Shannon to have to pay that money. I want Shannon to look like the biggest liar in the motherfucking world, because this bitch is a liar. Because everything that Shannon says, you basically try to say the opposite, and it just kind of sucks for this to be a friend group. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, Shannon, like, I don't know what's going on with the whole promissory situation, because if you said that there was some type of written situation legally, girl, you do kind of owe that man that money. But when it comes to Alexis, I still don't know why you're so involved. And then like that stress that you put on yourself, girl, just think about all those stress episodes you have. Just think of that like taking your life away. Like, girl, calm down. Drink a mimosa. Like, you know, like, woosah, because it's too much, honestly. But y'all, I try to wrap this up as quick as I can and do what I gotta do. Before I close out, I do want to talk about Emily and Heather. Like I said, we all saw in episode 11 when Emily got upset with Heather about the whole, I guess she's trying to fat shame her. We know that Heather didn't, but I feel like I said before, the situation that Emily has is a Emily problem. Emily, you're mad at Heather because of your insecurities. So instead of projecting that to Heather, you need to look inward or go talk to somebody. Straight jacket. I don't know. But you're projecting all that onto another bitch. And Heather's saying like, girl, I'm supporting you. You know, I love you. I like you. You're cool. I think you have one of the best bodies. And she does have one of the best bodies on that show. Emily was a chunkier girl. She was back then. But then, you know, I don't know if it was Olympic. I don't know if it was exercise. It's none of my business. But she got smaller. She looks petite. She still looks thick. She still looks good. You know, that's just my perception. But it's not even about my perception. Heather's perception, Shannon's perception, the next bitch's perception. It's about how Emily feels about herself. If she still sees herself as a big, chunky, big back ass bitch, that's how she sees herself. And that it's just sad that, you know, I don't know why I just said that. But it's just, in all seriousness, it's just sad that, you know, a lot of people do go through body dysmorphia and they don't have that perception that the world sees about them. Right? So, like I said, I send love to Emily. Emily, your body is gorgeous, girl. Like, shout out to you. Really, you have one of the best bodies. That ass looks nice. The curves look nice. Like, her face is stunning. She redeemed herself for me because I definitely had her and Gina on the chopping block. Gina, you're still there. But, Emily, I give you your 10s. Yeah. But, y'all, that's the end. We'll see what happens next episode. I think they're going to what? England, London, one of the two. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my